street as the underworld. You know what I'm saying? The underworld is the underworld. You know what I'm saying? If you decide to now. With that being said, if you decide to go into the underworld, can you just say fuck the underworld without the right thing? No, 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 no. No, that's no. Blood in, blood out. There is no other way out but by death. And I do believe that. I am one of those dudes. Only way out of this is you got to die, nigga. Now, if you came to me and you died by Christ, I gotta accept that.
Those guys
Only way out for you is death. And that means if you don't want to physically die, you gotta die to this world. And you have to die to Christ because Christ died for you. So now that he can be able to live through you. You died for him and now he lives through you. That's how that goes. I hope y'all catch that. Go ahead.
Now, I was just getting ready to say, those brothers, you know, that hung in the streets, that, you know, didn't do crime, didn't do street crime. The streets protected them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To some degree, and you know why they protected them, right?
Because the streets knew that it wasn't about that life.
Yeah, that's a part, but what else? Because they wanted them to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't leave that part out. You know what I'm saying? Because I was one of those dudes. Because you wanted them to do the right thing. I fucked up. I'm in this underworld. You know what I'm saying? I done got caught in this dark, little nigga, but this ain't the place to be. You know what I'm saying? You go to school, here goes some money, go get you, you know, I used to be that little kid. Maybe I made the wrong decision. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't get sneakers and this stuff. Here goes some money in your pocket, go get that, get away from me. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that, you know, you could say fuck the street or, you know, drop my flag just that simple. I think it's blood in, blood out. I think it's the only way out is death. You know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, the only, if you want to avoid the physical death, you could give your life to Christ. Because that requires death too. But it's just a death to our character. What you think about that, bro?
Oh man, here
People
we
love
go.
your stuff, you know, the hell stuff that you were saying. People said that one hug, Shy don't believe in hell. You had half the people that agreed with you, half the people agree with me. You could obviously see in the comments it's split.
Hey man, I don't really got too much to say about that. You know, I don't agree with some of it, but you know, you spoke well.
What I would like to say is that you my brother.
No doubt.
And that
You're my brother
I would
too.
hope that, and I would pray that this ain't it.
Nah,
You know
we coming back. We gonna come back.
Saying that, I would pray that
We gonna come back.
this ain't it.
Nah,
If I believe what you say, I will believe that this is it. You know what I'm saying?
nah, this ain't it.
You know, but that's what you said. Oh, so you believe in afterlife, just not having a hell?
Nope, I don't believe in that. I'm gonna tell you something,
So how
right?
you just said we was coming back?
To record another episode.
I'm not talking about an episode. I'm saying this dude, he be catching them. I said, I hope that this ain't it.
I get it.
In this world, I hope that your relationship that you share with your children ain't it. I hope the relationship you share with your wife that you go, I'm taking you home to ain't it. I hope that love that you share, that, yeah, means more than just what this was.
You know what I experienced and I thought about one day? Like, you know, some people fear dying, you know, and I think the reason why people fear dying is because we don't know how we're gonna die, you know? I think that's where the fear comes in, because we all know we gotta go, but I don't think anyone wants to experience a painful death. You know what I'm saying? So, and then what I'm realizing also is like, just to your point, the hereafter, this, that, and the third, I believe that the way we came in this world, when we were fetus in our mother's womb, when we didn't know anything about, nothing. We couldn't even see, but we were already born. That's the same way we're gonna go out. We ain't gonna feel nothing, you know. We're gonna go. This is just me, my theory. I think that we're gonna go the way we came. We came in this world peacefully. I think we're gonna go the same way. I'm talking about when my eyes are closed.
I'm going to start doing a lot of shows on that too. You know what I'm saying, about the spiritual realm and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start doing shows on that because it's very powerful. Y'all guys get in the comments and talk about it. I'm gonna end it with I lost my brother recently.
Sorry to hear that, brother.
And one of the things he has said to me, a few weeks before he actually left, he had went into like some type of like coma or something, and he was in it for like about almost like 10 days. And when he came back to, and I went to him, now the whole time he was dying and going through this, he used to tell me everything that he was going through, you know what I'm saying? And it would be people, it would be someone sitting in the hospital with him, you know what I'm saying, sitting by his bed, that used to talk to him. His mind was never going. He clearly telling me this is what's going on. My mom told me a lot of stuff too, you know what I'm saying? She told me a lot of that type of stuff too. But this last time, my brother, when he was in that coma, so when he came out, he said that all he remember is that he was inside the room. He said the nurse was in there. And he said he remembered the nurse walking out the room or something. And he said then the next thing he remembered, he said he was in the room, but he was like, he said like in the air, like floating.
Elevated.
In the air. He said he could see everyone in the room, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, the nurse was crying and screaming, saying she just left out the room. You know what I'm saying? And the doctors was pumping his chest, and they hitting him with, I guess the tip. He said he could see them doing all of that. Everybody working on his body, and the nurse crying and saying, how could he just die like that? I just, you know what I'm saying, just walk out the room. So he was like, he saw all of that stuff and seen them, working on it, you know what I'm saying? And he said, the next thing he knew, that he was like out of space, like, and he said he saw this light. And he said the light was like a powerful light, and he described the light as God, because he was like, he first said the light, and then he said, so I was, like moving towards God. I was going, so I knew something, and his spirit described the light as God. But then he said he could see his wife, and she was crying, acting hysterical. So that was amazing too, because the wife wasn't in the hospital room, but he said he could see her, you know what I'm saying? And she was crying, going through a lot. And he said he was moving towards the light. And he said as he was moving towards the light, he looked and noticed his wife was holding his hand. And she was holding on to it. So he was like, that kind of messed up the thing, because he looked back and said, like, she's holding on to his hand and she's crying hysterical. So he said he looked back at the light and he asked God, don't let him take her, you know, with him. He didn't want to, he said, I don't want to, you know, take her with me. You know what I'm saying? He said as soon as he said that, he woke up. And that was like a week later.